We'll talk about the good and the very, very good. Okay. Setup, brilliant. Yeah, you look much more natural now. All the lines and the positions you're getting into. Ball position's good there. When you're moving the ball further forward here, you just moved yourself without moving it. So that was the only thing. But yeah, generally speaking, the setup is looking very good. And down the line, when you're sending the golf ball now, you're in a good position there to start with, okay? Yeah. What I want to see, again, as a symptom from a good move, not you trying to just do it, is the club, when you finish the swing now, is going to have a lot more width post-impact. Yeah? So your arms are nicely extended up here and the club's this way. In the past, we've seen the hands kind of really tucked into your body because of the direction they've gone. Now, this is obviously a smaller swing, as you can see, in terms of backswing length. So there wasn't as much speed there. Head covers the move. Nice strike of the golf ball. Impact there is absolutely class. Arms are nicely ahead. Hands by the left thigh. Shaft lean. Golf ball struck nicely. Really, really good shot. As I said, it wasn't full speed, and we can control that at full speed later on down the line. The moment when you start dialing up the speed, you increase the speed with this shoulder. And that right shoulder is the problem. Okay, so we look at this thing now. This is going to be kind of a process of how you hit some shots now on the mat or on the range or wherever you go and practice, okay? So set up, do some of these where you're literally getting the arms to fall down by your right thigh, club's way behind you. Obviously, this shoulder hasn't moved at all. I mean, you can see with the movements there now, she's basically staying there and the arms are falling. As you are going to put rotation, the club now will go from back here, it will kind of swing round the corner. Okay. What we don't want to do is swing the shoulder too early. So when you do this practice swing now, you can see when I sit you from this position, shuffle away, right, miss the ball. You look at where the arms from here now come back in. So from there, club's coming down, arms and hands are nicely in here. Club be working from the inside nicely. Narrow into that position to extend through. No chicken wing. Your arms are extending through nicely there. And the club finishes over the shoulder nicely. Then when you step to the golf ball, you've got to get the sensation you're catching the golf ball off the toe end a bit more. At the moment, this won't be a long to me. When you get used to where that club is and you become more aware of it, because like you said, at the moment now, you're like got no clue where it is, which is fine. We're moving that club around all the time. You'll become more aware where the sweet spot is. So you can see that sort of movement there. Arms are going back there, and then there she goes. Yeah. So once that's now swinging the arms at the golf ball. Yeah. And that's just putting the speed on. So the club now, as you can see, if I get that line, the club now is coming a little bit more outside, catching the golf ball, and you can see the club there now, the shaft just on the edge of the golf ball, producing the potential to hit the heel of the club and shank it, okay? I think you can just sort of see the head cover just get nudged there. Now again, it wasn't a bad shot in terms of where it went a bit left, but it wasn't a bad golf shot, but it was close to where we want to avoid. And if you're too close, it's like, they walk and think, take it, don't go too close to the edge. Why? Well, why go that close? You don't need to. You can stand 3 foot from the edge of the cliff and you'll be fine, okay? Don't go right to the edge. It just brings in too much risk when you don't need to bring the risk in. So for you, having the feedback with the head cover, with the sticks, with golf balls, so when you hit a good shot sometimes, you can go, well, actually, did I actually hit the golf club? Because sometimes you wouldn't be aware, would you? No. It'd be worth getting some foot spray or some stuff on your head cover and just look at some of the club shots. Oh, hang on a second, there's a constant pattern. You might hit, I mean, the picture you sent the other day when you were, I mean, I'm trying to burst your bubble, obviously, but you missed some really good shots and you come back, but they still could have been some bad ones in there, and all the good resulting shots still could have been from the position of the club in the hill we want to try and avoid. And
it's,
and there's no point going away going
consistency.
Exactly. You don't want to go away and go, oh, it's amazing, I felt really good, and sort of go, right, that's what I'm going to do all the time now, and then you're literally that, like, from one day to the next, if you're millimetres away from the hosel,
it's all about making consistency.
It's up and down like a yo-yo. And the problem you'll find is where you want to get to now in terms of your handicap, getting to 17. If you're playing in competitions, you might play 12 holes and be 8 over, 9 over. And on the 13th tee, have a shank, and then the 14th have a shank. And now it's like, oh my God, you can't play golf. You literally, and you want the whole world to just dig a big hole and swallow you up because it's like, I can't play, what's going on? And then you can't get away from it, Slight hooks and slight slices, you can kind of aim down the left-hand side or right, whatever. If that ball's carrying 45 degrees off to the right, it's like, it's awful. So that's why we're almost trying to move away from that bad shot. And that all comes from, as I said, when you try to put the speed on, and this is what I say, when you do it slower speed, you're not trying to put speed on, so the right shoulder doesn't do that movement and throwing the club forward, Essentially that club's got to start working in here, and you're trying to move the arms down faster down, there you go, rather than, exactly, there you go. Okay, and again, it's just going to be, as we know in always the case, practice to become more aware of where the club is. And I think good or bad, this is the key thing, any shot you hit, good or bad, what did you feel?
Yeah.
If you noddled off to the right there, what did I feel? Did I feel that the club went out there? If you didn't feel the club go out there, you then got to think, well, hang on a second. If I don't feel it going forward and I'm still getting the shank because it's going forward, I then got to feel like it's going behind you more, yeah? And you've got to find where that feeling comes from, yeah?
I got the feeling I think I take the picture.
Yeah.
A really good one. Good day. And I really got a feeling of what was a good shot.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily get the feeling of what was a bad shot.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And that's the one you... Exactly, yeah.
So I definitely felt that, I was, my arm was straight, I was really turned, and I really just came, I didn't throw forward.
Yeah.
But
what you can do, I mean, if you really want to go into sort of... If you look where the hands are... When your arms work down, so that yellow dot I've put on this way, that's where your hands go when you shank it, okay? So when your hands are coming in here, so the hands are working in, that yellow dot on the screen, that's where your hands go when you try at the golf ball and you shank it, yeah? So your hands are, now what you can do, the foam finger I've got is pick a stand there and put that there.
Right.
If your hands go out on this next one, you'll see the hands are on the inside there, you move a little closer, but now as you come into it, so your hands are now, so they're moving outwards more. Yeah. So if you move the arms out and over, you move what we call above, plane, or over the top, which produces the heel of the golf ball. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, great.
Good.